Today we're talking about the FiFine K678 USB microphone. So let's do this. What's up, YouTube? I hope you all are doing well. If you're new to the channel, my name is Anson, and on this channel we talk about filmmaking gear, specifically gear for the budget-conscious filmmaker. So if that's you, consider subscribing. Today we are talking about the FiFine K678 USB microphone. Now I do want to start off by saying I was sent this microphone from FiFine, but they have not required me to say anything about this microphone and are not seeing this review before I make it live. And so you're going to get my full and unbiased opinion. Now, right now, USB microphones are a huge deal, probably more than ever because we're all doing our calls off of Skype. You may find yourself as a filmmaker or videographer having more Zoom calls, or maybe you're in an office scenario and you're also having all of your conference calls over Zoom. Having something like a USB microphone is going to take your audio one step further and improve the quality of your meetings. And that's where something like the FiFine K678 comes into play. This is a cardioid pattern USB condenser microphone that is offered as a budget alternative to something like the Blue Yeti or even the Yeti Nano. But that being said, does the cut in budget also cut into the quality of the microphone? And so to talk about the performance of this microphone, we're going to break it down by my pros and cons. And we're going to start first with the pros. Now my first pro is going to be sound quality. If you don't know, my day job is actually being a software trainer, and a lot of my training sessions are happening over Zoom right now, given they primarily always happen over Zoom, but now more than ever. And so as a professional software trainer, I'm looking for a microphone that's going to offer me a good sound quality. And so I'd rather pay more if the sound quality is not going to be good on a microphone like this. But thankfully enough, the sound quality on this microphone is clutch. I'll even say, if it's not obvious enough, this whole review is going to be recorded through the FiFine K678 straight into a MacBook Pro into GarageBand. So you're going to get as raw as it can be the sound coming straight from the microphone into the computer. And so going back to the idea of using this for my day job, I got this in the mail early last week, and I've been using it on almost every single one of my calls. And in almost every single one of my calls, I've gotten positive feedback on the quality of the sound of my meeting. And so that in and of itself speaks wonders on the sound quality of this mic. I think it offers a really full sound. It doesn't sound too tinny or anything like that. I think it's just perfect. So amazing sound quality. Another pro for me is the ease of use. I mentioned I got this in the mail early last week. When I got this microphone, I literally had a training session the next hour, and I went to go early and plug it in, and I plugged it in, and I just sat and waited because it literally just took me plugging the microphone in. It is that easy. There's very minimal controls, and so it's not super complicated. There's a knob to control the volume of the microphone and to also control the headphone volume, which you can actually monitor the audio of the microphone through the headphone jack at the bottom of the microphone. So it's a really easy way to see what the microphone's going to sound like before you start recording or before you start going into meetings. So it has those two volume knobs, but then it has a mute button on the front as well, which is really convenient, because if you've ever been on any conference call, when you go to cough or anything like that, you don't really want to cough in somebody's ear. Nothing is worse than hearing somebody cough in your ear. And so I always try to mute myself really quick. And so being able to just easily is an amazing feature. I realize you have no idea what I just said because I muted the microphone, so it's probably defeated the purpose, but also made my point at the same time. Okay, we're just gonna have to move to another point. That broke my brain a little bit. So you have the ease of use, being able just to plug this in and start using it right away. Another pro for me is build quality. This is a fully metal microphone. It has a metal mesh on the top. It has a metal die cast body. And so everything just feels really sturdy and really quality, which is awesome for an $80 microphone. But obviously another thing I like about this microphone, I'm gonna bring in a shot real quick. It's freaking all matte black. All matte black metal design. Yes, please. So overall, the pros being sound quality, ease of use, build quality. Then last pro is price. I mentioned it before. This is $80. And so the fact that you have a really good quality sounding microphone with a really good build quality and it's easy to use for $80, like I said before, it is a no-brainer. Instant microphone you should buy, and I definitely encourage you to do so. But first, I do want to mention some cons. My first con is the fact that there's no XLR output. Now, I realize this is a very small microphone, obviously meant for USB and desktop use, but I would love if this had an XLR output because I would love for it to go into a sound recorder so I could keep using it in this studio scenario. If it had an XLR output, I would absolutely use this in future videos. I would even sacrifice the aesthetic of having a microphone in the shot because I think the sound quality of this microphone is amazing. Another nitpicking con for me is there's no power button. At least I haven't been able to find it yet. I like being able to just kind of like turn something on, move it into frame, or move it in where it needs to be and start using it. But if I have to plug it in each time or something like that, it creates a little bit more inconvenience. So I wish it did have a power option to it. So with the pros out of the way and the cons out of the way, what are my overall thoughts and who would I recommend this to? My overall thoughts is obviously for an $80 microphone that is this quality, hands down, it is absolutely a must buy. But who would I recommend it for? Honestly, anybody right now in the current climate of our world where everything is online, where all of our meetings are happening over Zoom or GoToMeeting or any other conferencing system, this really helps out to improve the quality of your audio for all of those meetings. So I hope this answers a question for you of how good this little microphone is. And I truly think that this is a must buy for any budget conscious, creative, working professional that is having more and more meetings over conference calls. This is a great way to improve your audio without breaking the bank. So that's it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I do want to thank FiFine for sending this out to me. If you are interested in this microphone, I will be leaving some affiliate links below. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like. If you're digging the overall content from the channel, consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for joining. Go and find your journey. Go embrace life. Stay safe. Be happy. Support each other. Wash those hands. And I'll see you here next time. Peace.